students, I hope all are safe in this pandemic situation. Stay safe in your home. Today, teaching 8th standard ICSE biology 8th lesson endocrine glands. Before begins our class, I choose for an uplifting word of our Bible. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your ways are not my way, says the Lord. Isaiah 55:8. Okay, within this enlightening and encouraging words, today begins our class. So, it's an sixth lesson endocrine system, endocrine gland system. So, glands we know already because hormones and nervous system control our body. It's an important topic of in our lesson as well as in our body organs also. Secretion of hormone. Okay, endocrine system. First introduction. The endocrine system control and coordinate many of the body activities. Okay, in our body, the glands as well as nervous system. Already we learned before that lesson. Nervous system both are control our body. Okay, in all the body activities controlled with the endocrine glands and nervous system. It consists of several glands called endocrine glands. Endo means inside and crine, endocrine glands. So inside we have lot of glands. It's come for visceral organs of our body. The prime duty are called secretion of hormone. These glands secrete chemicals messenger or special chemical that carry message to particular organs or tissue. So these glands secrete enough amount of an hormone. If you reach on target organ, this organ very active to secrete, okay, and active for other action, okay, because it acts as a messenger or carry message, then also called hormone. Okay, so this endocrine gland secrete a hormone. This chemical are released directly into the bloodstream, unlike the secretion of the exocrine glands that are transported through vessels or duct. Okay, blood vessels or duct going to brings this secretion and go to further blood through by blood, because blood carry hormone, food, water, oxygen, everything. This is one of the substance secreted endocrine glands and transported with the help of some vessels or duct, because there is no any specialized duct. It's a ductless gland. This is why the endocrine glands are called ductless glands, because there is no any specialized duct, but the gland secretion hormone directly diffuses through by blood vessels and duct, okay, other duct, and reach on target organ, because this endocrine glands are called ductless glands. Let us learn more about the exocrine glands, endocrine glands, and how hormone control and coordinate the body activities. Then here we have some picture, both male and female. What the glands presence wherever is, a master glands are called pituitary glands, and personality glands are called the thyroid glands, and below presence parathyroid also, and pancreas presence in our under surface in our stomach, secretion of an insulin hormone, and top of the kidney presence adrenal gland, pair of glands, then testis presence of an testosterone, some hormone, Leydig cell secretion of an some sex hormone. The type of glands. Glands are specialized group of cells or organs that secrete chemical substances. Okay, so glands are specialized group of cell. Here is an that kinds of a cell presence. Usually, hormone secreting cells are present of an organ that secrete chemical substance are called hormone. There are two main type, exocrine and endocrine. And here is given for difference between exocrine and endocrine gland system. Exocrine glands, exo means outside, endo means inside. Okay, these glands have vessels or duct that transport. There's different ducted gland, ductless glands. Okay, this is ducted glands, because exocrine, example for saliva secreted and transport through our windpipe, sorry, foot pipe, not windpipe, foot pipe. So these glands have vessels or duct that transport their secretion. Endocrine glands are called ductless glands, because secretion of hormone, the glands, endocrine glands are diffused through by vessel, blood vessels or some other duct. Then they secrete substance such as sweat, saliva, enzyme, bile juice, milk and tears. Okay, and these are the secretion and transported through by specialized duct. Okay, because this duct responsible transporting only these are the material but not entire material. Okay, they secrete a hormone. Okay, it is also enzymes and other product. The secretions of these glands are M-tight into your body cavity or organs are released at the body surface. Okay, the secretion of these glands or M-type will be completely just leave it out into a body cavity or organs or released at the body surface. Hormones are released into the intercellular space and ultimately enter the bloodstream to be carried to different organs. Okay, so here secretion of an enzymes or other compound. Okay, they are given for here sweat, saliva, enzymes, bile, milk, and tears. These are the products secreted through by exocrine. Even hormones also. Okay, example pancreas is a kind of an hormone, insulin hormone secreted by a kind of exocrine glands. Hormones are released into the intercellular space, okay, and ultimately enter the bloodstream to be carried to different organs. Then exocrine glands, we are going to given for one picture. Okay, that epithelium will be the gland secretion around us with the help of epithelium. What is epithelium? Inner lining layer of internal organs. Okay, the presence inside the duct and filled with the secretory cells. Presence inside fill some compounds. Okay, and adjacent presence and connective tissue. This come for exocrine glands. Exocrine glands produce chemical substances that are transported through vessels or duct. Okay, exocrines are usually specialized vessel or duct are responsible transporting and diffusers are distributed are given for here a target organ. These secretions may be tight into a body cavity or organs or released at the body surface. For example, the sweat glands produces sweat, okay, which is expelled through the pores on the skin, while the pancreas secrete enzymes which enter the duodenum through the duct. Okay, so the sweat glands produce sweat where it is expelled out through by skin. In our body, skin will be responsible extra excretory function or called sweat production through by sweat, while the pancreas secreted a major endocrine and because it comes from dual glands are called pancreas. Pancreas comes under both exocrine and endocrine because they secrete hormone as well as enzyme. Okay, so it is a dual glands. Sometimes asked question, what does dual glands means? Pancreatic glands are called dual glands because they secrete both hormones and enzymes. Okay, digestive juice are called enzymes and the hormones are called insulin, glucagon. Okay, so this enzymes which enter the duodenum is a part of in our intestine through a duct. Other examples of exocrine glands are salivary glands, gastric glands, mammary glands, producing milk, lacrimal glands, and producing tears and the liver. So these are the other examples of endocrine glands are responsible for secretion lot of product. Then endocrine glands, they are going to given for your structure of an endocrine glands going to given. Endocrine glands secreted hormone directly into the intercellular space surrounding the secretory cells. Then the hormones then enter the blood vessels and are carried to organs far away from the glands. Okay, so the glands presence in our body internally called endocrine gland secreted lot of hormone, a chemical stimulants, and this stimulants enter your target organ. Okay, for example, pituitary gland secretion of a somatotropic hormone, body growth and developments reach on in our body muscles and bones. Then hormones help in regulating growth, developments, metabolism, reproduction, and several other functions. Then some examples of endocrine glands are pituitary glands, thyroid glands, parathyroid glands, adrenal glands, testes, and ovaries are called gonadotropin. Okay, because sex hormones commonly called gonades containing gonadotropin. The pancreas is a glands which within the which different types of cells performing exocrine and they come for dual in function. Pancreas. Each endocrine gland secretes a specific hormone for specific purpose as well as shall be seen in the section. Sorry. Then pituitary glands is the first major glands is commonly called master glands. Okay, so what is master? Because brain is a controlling center of our body. That brain hypothalamus region presence of one big pea-shaped glands are called the pituitary glands, commonly called master glands. Okay, this is a small round gland situated at the base of the brain and is linked with the hypothalamus. Okay, brain have different parts: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. The forebrain consists of an thalamus and hypothalamus. The hypothalamus region presence of a big pea-shaped small round glands, okay, are called pituitary glands. Then the hypothalamus links the nervous system with the endocrine system through the pituitary glands. Okay, so hypothalamus link the nervous system because this glands and the nervous system coordinate our body. Will be under control of, they come for hemostasis. Hemostasis means body control with the help of glands and the nervous system. So this glands directly contact with the link with the nervous system with the endocrine system through the pituitary glands. It has some endocrine functions, but it is generally considered to be an endocrine glands. It secretes hormone that control the release of hormone from the pituitary glands because it secreted hormone. This hormones control which one other glands. Okay, control the release of hormone from the pituitary glands. It controls the functions of the pituitary glands through electrical impulses as well as, okay, because the gland secretion is look like an electrical impulse like nature, okay, because quick action. The pituitary glands is the most glands of the endocrine system, important glands of endocrine system, and it is secreted many hormone that control the functions of other endocrine glands because there comes under master glands, okay, under control of other glands. Thus it is known as master gland. One of the most important secretions of the pituitary glands is the growth hormone, okay, because the prime duty of this hormone under control and activated other glands of other endocrine glands present in our body, as well as very good role for your growth hormone because growth and developments of promotions of our body, irreversible change happen for our body under the control of an pituitary gland secretion STH, somatotrophic hormone. This promotes the growth of bones and muscles during early life. If too much of this hormones not is secreted, there is an excessive growth. Okay, because in our body require optimum amount but not very high and low. Both are affect some diseases. This condition is called gigantism. Okay, what happened? What is gigantism? Overgrowth. Abnormal growth means if too much of this hormone, because over secretion of which one growth hormone or STH, somatotrophic hormone, what happened? The people cause for gigantism, abnormal body growth and developments. If the secretions below, sometimes it's not secreted for enough amount, very low secretion, the person growth is stunted because cause for dwarfism. Dwarfism, gigantism, defects of which one growth hormone. Okay, but our body require enough, not enough, optimum amount. Okay, then the pituitary glands control the growth and functions of the thyroid glands. The important secretes a hormone that influence the production of a sperm and the maturation of an ova. Okay, because in a sex organs, sperm and ova maturity, very good role for here secretion of this pituitary gland secretion. Its other functions include controlling the secretion of a milk by the mammary glands. Okay, mammary glands are good role for the secretion of milk after childbirth. Then thyroid glands, second major glands of our body, it is commonly called personality glands, secretion of thyroxine. This large glands is located in the throat near the larynx. Okay, what is larynx? Voice box. Okay, the voice box, or will be, suppose we are produce any voice with the help of this larynx part of in our body. it is located in our throat region. Okay, so the large glands is located. For thyroid glands located in the throat near the larynx. The main hormones it secreted is thyroxine. Okay, which is an iodine containing proteins. Understood? Because this thyroxine is commonly called iodinated hormone. Okay, iodine containing protein, because what is iodine? A major micronutrients. We learned already macronutrients and micronutrients. Micronutrients are is an essential, but our body require very small quantity, because this thyroxine requirements of iodine, because iodinated hormones are called thyroxine. Because suppose iodine deficiency people cause for a neck swelling disease. Okay, hypothyroidism causing for those people. This hormone control the general metabolic functioning of the body. Okay, because thyroid glands are responsible secrete some thyroxine. This thyroxine distribute optimum amount. It's not very high and low or requireable amount. Our body general metabolic functions will be very smooth of the very smooth, especially the rate at which energy is produced and oxygen consumed. Okay, so especially the rate at which rate of energy is produced and oxygen consumption normal for with the help of thyroid glands. Thyroxine is also necessary for normal physical growth and developments. Okay, not only for here metabolic active functions of our body, it is also control physical growth and developments of human body and animals also. And excessive secretion of thyroxine is called hyperthyroidism. Understood? So hyper means over. Okay, over secretion will be causing for, because over secretion of thyroxine, the people causing for here hypothyroidism, major problem. This this raises the general metabolism of the body, and as a result, it is raise a very high peak level of metabolism. Stored fats are converted into energy too fast. Okay, so this raises the general metabolism of the body, and as a result store fat and convert it into energy too fast. A person with this condition suffer from high blood pressure and loss of weight and may become overactive. Understood? But this thyroid gland secretion of thyroxine, thyroxine is supposed to over secretion, okay, hyperactivity, okay, or hyperthyroidism. What happened for here? High blood pressure, high BP, loss of weight, and may become overactive of those people. The people suppose cause some diseases. And insufficient secretion. Okay, here over and less. Okay, it's not get it for here enough amount of thyroxine. The people causing for here hypothyroidism. Hyper means over secretion, and hypothyroidism means insufficient amount of thyroxine, the people causing for some diseases. This cause sluggishness and weight gain. What's the meaning of sluggishness? Inactive process. Okay, the people going to very slow process. Very slow means they are not very active, inactive, as well as very slow of every actors of human body. Then since it slows down, we are given for it, since it slows. Okay, sluggishness of an hypothyroidism slow down metabolic activity. It retarded growth and mental developments in children. Okay, because our body if not available sufficient amount of thyroxine, what happened? Slow down metabolism. Okay, so inactivity, it retarded growth. The growth will be which one retarded, very slow, and the mental developments of children will be very poor. Another symptoms of this swelling of the thyroid glands. Okay, next problem for thyroid, hypothyroidism. What happened? Neck swelling. This is causing those people supposed to if not get enough amount of thyroxine. This is called goiter, simple goiter, which make also of course if one diet lack iodine, because hypothyroidism very less secretion, because the major problem is it is not available enough amount of an iodine compound. The people causing for simple goiter neck swelling disease. They are going to given the picture because the glands presence either side of a larynx, and iodine if not available enough amount, the glands suppose going to swell up. Okay, the neck will be swell. Neck swelling disease causing for the simple goiter. This is mostly affected those people live in hilltops. Okay, hilltop, and again scheduled tribe people suppose live in a hilltop, they are causing for here simple goiter. Then the parathyroid gland, these are four small glands located right behind the thyroid gland, because same thyroid glands right behind that right behind of that glands presence of an parathyroid glands. The hormones secreted by these are called parathormone, help maintain the levels of calcium in the blood. Okay, so calcium is an important macronutrient of our body, and this calcium will be under control with the help parathormone hormone. Certain levels of calcium in the blood is required to facilitate muscular activity, among other things. Then adrenal glands. Next, major important glands. These are two adrenal glands, one attached to each kidney. Okay, pair of kidney and presence of a pair of adrenal glands presence each kidney. They produce a hormone called adrenaline. Okay, the adrenaline hormones, major hormones of our body, and conditions for emergency is also called emergency hormone. Okay, this hormone is secreted when a person is in a danger or under severe stress, physical, chemical, or emotional factors that cause tension. Okay, so whenever our body face any emergency, okay, suppose some tension and some emotion, okay, some loss, we are anger, we are fear, okay, so that emotion will be created. What happens, these glands are ready to produce adrenaline, and our body will be active. Okay, so this hormone is secreted when a person is in danger, means emergency, or under severe stress or physical, chemical, emotional factor that cause tension. In general, the adrenal glands come into action to prepare the body for emergency by helping to increase the supply of an energy. Okay, because this hormone, whenever is producing presence in our bloodstream, immediately glucagon hormone produce lot of glucose because requirements of energy. Okay, energy less level, but the conditions are emergency. Suppose our body face any danger or some critical condition, severe stress of an some other activity, what happen, in blood sugar level will be raised up. Okay, because our body faces some emergency and some critical action. Okay, adrenaline increases the heartbeat, the rate of respiration, and the blood pressure. Okay, so these are the raise of adrenaline. Whenever adrenaline presence in our body, blood, immediately heart will be raised up, increase heartbeat, rate of respiration, and blood pressure, because our body faces some emergency, some danger, or some severe stress. The adrenal glands also create a hormone called corticosteroids that regulated glucose and mineral metabolism. Okay, so this gland secreted adrenaline, a form of corticosteroids and glucose steroids. Okay, then pancreas. The pancreas, or is a digestive organs located in the abdomen, because it is present below the stomach, and above the duodenum part is present leafy glands, leaf-like structured glands are called pancreas. However, it contains cluster of an endocrine cells. These cells are called islets of Langerhans. Okay, pancreatic cells commonly called because inside the leafy structure of an pancreas, presence of lot of pancreatic cells are called islets of Langerhans. The most important hormone produced by this is called insulin. Then insulin regulated the levels of glucose in the blood. Suppose they consume lot of glucose, excess glucose presence in our body blood, absorb this insulin hormone, convert into glycogen, store in our body muscles and the liver cells. Okay, it converted excess glucose to glycogen, which is stored in the liver and the muscle cells. A person whose pancreas does not secrete enough insulin suffer from diabetic. We know for diabetic mellitus, a kind of a sugar disease, sugar patient causing for here insulin hormone suppose inactive, is not secrete enough amount of an insulin, the people causing for here diabetic mellitus. Okay, conditions in which the level of glucose in the blood increases and glucose is excreted with the urine. Okay, so our body insulin hormone, if not available enough amount for in our body blood in our bloodstream, what happen, the glucose supposed to increases, okay, in our blood as well as in our urine, will be excreted out through by urine. Okay, the people causing for here diabetic mellitus or sugar disease, sugar patient. Then reproductive organs, commonly called gonadotropin. Okay, the reproductive organs of human male and female, presence of that glands are called gonadotropin hormone, gonadotropin. Okay, gonads presence of gonadotropin glands. So here, apart from producing sperm, the testes also produce testosterone. Okay, because the testes of a human male not only production of sperm, but they are very good role for the secretion of an gonadotropic hormones are called testosterone, the male sex hormone. Okay, androgen testosterone hormone is a male sex hormone. Sometimes ask question, what is called a male sex hormone? Testosterone. Testosterone is involved in the development of secondary sexual characteristics. Okay, visible or external changes that occurs in the body on attaining sexual maturity. In males, once they attain puberty. Okay, puberty means maturity. Okay, and the people supposed to reach on certain age. Okay, and get ready for here. All the organs will be so well and developed. What happened for here? This hormone secrete our body. The people get ready for here secondary sexual characters. Then the puberty is a period of physical changes during which a child attains sexual maturity or become capable of reproduction. Because after getting sexual maturity, the people get ready to releasing sperm and egg, because they are get ready for here capability of sexual reproduction. The ovaries secreted a female sex hormone called estrogen and progesterone. Okay, so in female ovaries or pair of an ovaries secreted female sex hormones are called estrogen and progesterone. The secretion of these hormones started once a girl attained puberty. Okay, because the girl supposed to reach on maturity or puberty, get ready to secretion of these two hormones are called estrogen, progesterone, and releasing egg, ovum through by ovaries. They produce a secondary sexual characteristics and prepare the body for pregnancy, because this hormones great helpful for here women supposed to pregnancy, a great help, because progesterone commonly called a pregnancy hormone. Progesterone brings about changes in the body of an pregnant women and help maintain the pregnancy, because progesterone pregnancy. Okay, because helpful for here those women's. Then adolescence. Growth after birth can be divided into three stages. Okay, infancy, childhood, adolescence. Okay, what is infancy? Very small age. Okay, small age and childhood usually development of a child. Then adolescence, mature period. Okay, puberty and a mature people. Infancy, the first 2 years of the baby life is a phase of a very rapid growth. Okay, we know for newborn child within short of time how lot of change, irreversible change happen for here, because the stage is called infancy. Infancy, the first 2 years of the baby life is a phase of very rapid growth, means fast growth. This is when a baby learn to sit, stand, walk, and speak. Okay, during this period, infancy period, the child will be learn more. Okay, they will easy to memorize. Okay, they will easy to learn through by sitting, standing, walking, and speaking. And again, other process of human newborn child. The next 10 years, the called childhood stage. Okay, after 2, then 10 years. Up to 10 years, the childhood are marked by steady physical and mental growth. During this phase, what happened? The physical body and the mental growth is very high, accurate level. Okay, very speed up level. The secondary phase of rapid growth occurs between 13 and 18 years of age. Next phase is called adolescence, and in this phase called adolescence, an individual becomes sexually mature or capable for reproduction. So learn more in growth and developments, 13 to 18 physical and mental growth, and sorry, not 13 to 18 during childhood stage physical and mental growth. Adolescence period, get ready to sexual maturity or capable for reproducing, production of a sperm and egg. The age of attaining puberty varies from person to person. Generally, girls attain puberty between 11 and 13, 11 to 13 years, while boys attain puberty around 13 to 14 years. Okay, because a great change happening both male and female. Some changes of the body are called some maturity. In girl, puberty is marked by the onset of menstruation and the external physical changes like enlargements of breast, growth of hair in the armpits and pubic region, areas between the abdomen and thigh, and widening of the pelvic girdle. Okay, hip bones will be widening because the girl after puberty get ready to reproduction. That's why some parts of human girl, okay, female girls, and some changes happening the body organ. Increased fat deposition occurs over the hips and the thigh. Okay, thigh and hip region allow to increase fat deposit because in our muscles, adipose tissue responsible storing fat. So this cells will be very high developments of during maturity. The uterus also grows in size during this phase, and the other reproductive organs mature as well. Get ready to uh, production of an egg cell. These changes take place under the influence of an progesterone and estrogen because female sex hormones are called progesterone estrogen produced by ovary, and because it's get ready to reproduce structures of a human female. In boys, the corresponding changes are the growth of hair in the pubic region, armpit, and the face, and the deepening of the voice due to the enlargements of the larynx. Because voice will be changed, cracked voice will be changed into mature voice. Will be changes or maturity of the puberty of the human male. In addition, the shoulder widen and there is an increase in muscle mass. Okay, and in addition, what happened? The shoulder, when there is an increase in muscle mass, the penis and the scrotum enlarges and sperms are produced by the testes. Okay, testes produces a lot of sperms and develop enlargements of a penis also, penis and the scrotum. These changes are influenced by testosterone. Okay, so sperm production and enlargements of testis and scrotum developments with the effects of testosterone, male sex hormone. Then adolescence, however, is not only about the attainments of sexual maturity, increase in height and weight, and the development secondary sexual characters. Okay, adolescence, however, is not only about attainments of sexual maturity and also raising, okay, increasing height, weight, and developments of secondary sexual characters. It is also about tremendous emotional and intellectual growth. Okay, so this growth is called which one? Emotional and intellectual growth happening human male during puberty. This together with the pressure of growing up or become more social, responsible and independent often create emotional turbulence in adolescence. Okay, so they are come for growing up stage are called adolescence period. They may feel insecure, anger, rebellious, sad, uh, uh, boisterously happy, okay, then restless and so on. So during this period, they having some feeling will be created, okay, feels insecure, okay, some emotion will be created for human body because this times will be happening for some other activities are called feel insecure, anger, rebellious, sad, and restless and some other happies. That intellectually growing adolescents become more and more capable of analyzing, reasoning and putting things together and drawing conclusion. Now you have some functions of some glands, first pituitary, growth hormones and other hormone. Okay, they are act as in growth as well as other hormone control. Function regulating growth, controlling the activities of the other endocrine glands. Thyroid gland, thyroxine secretion of thyroxine, controlling metabolic functions including rate of energy production and oxygen consumption, because very good role for in our body. And parathyroid presence which on surface of the thyroid gland, parathormone secretion called parathormone, controlling calcium balance in the body, in human body. Adrenaline and corticosteroids, okay, regulating heartbeat, respiration rate and blood pressure, regulating glucose and mineral metabolism with the help of adrenal. Pancreas, insulin, secretion of the insulin and glucagon, controlling glucose level of the blood level because major glucose controller. testes, testosterone is gonadotropin, controlling growth and developments of the male reproductive system. Then ovaries, estrogen, progesterone, controlling growth and developments of an female reproductive system and preparing the body for pregnancy, bringing about change in the body of pregnant women and maintain pregnancy. Personal hygiene is very important. Sometimes expect to ask in your exams also. Poverty brings about changes in the body which may cause some problem. For example, body odor. Okay, good hygiene can help combat some other problem. Okay, because during poverty, after poverty, the body have a lot of changes, and what happens? Some order will be appear. Okay, because we want to just maintain for here good hygiene. What is hygiene? Cleanliness. Okay, we are maintain for personal hygiene going to maintain. If not maintain, what happen? The people causing for some, they face some problematic diseases. Okay, body odor, some smell will be appear after poverty. Skin contain sebaceous gland. You know, in our body skin we have an oil glands called sebaceous glands that produces sebum. Okay, sebum help keep hair and skin moisturized. Okay, if not apply any amount of an oil, but sebum a kind of an production of a sebaceous gland, and very good role for here keep hair and skin moisturized, means so wet nature. During puberty, the sebaceous glands become more active and secrete more sebum. Okay, so the glands already present, but this sebaceous glands are very active after puberty. Excess sebum make the hair oily and contribute to acne. What's the meaning of an acne? Acne means acne mostly infected sebaceous glands and develop a red pimple. So next we have one picture is going to be given for here. Okay, so acne will be appear. Then acne, sorry, here make hairy oil and contribute to acne. Formation of the pores to the skin become clogged, means blocked with sebum and dirt. Okay, because sebaceous glands the pores will be blocked. Okay, clogged means blocked with the sebum and diet. Dirt. Wash your face with warm water and mild cleanser or soap at least once a day to prevent acne formation. Okay, so those people causing for here the red which one red pimples suppose will be appear come for here acne, because which one blocked clogged sebum, okay, will be appearance of a dirt, and this dirt going to just leave out through by washing our face with warm water. Okay, prevents acne formation. Shampooing your hair every other day can help keep oil to minimum. Bacterial infection can cause pimples. Do not squash. What's mean of squashing and press? Do not will be disturbed. Okay, if you are disturbing, easy to burst a pimple, and doing so can spread the infection to other areas of the skin and also produce scars. Okay, so some of the pimples suppose will be appear. Some of the students going to will be damaging, will be pressing. Okay, just can nailing. If you are nailing, what happen? It will be the pimple will be just spread over entire body, entire areas of an body skin, and will be spread to cause some scar will be appear. The dandruff, white flakes can develop to dryness. The scalp or an infection. If you have dandruff, pay more attention to keeping your hair and scalp clean. What is a scalp? Head muscle. It's called a scalp. The scalp will be dryness. The people causing for one disease called white flecks will be appear, commonly called dandruff. You can use this medicated shampoo nowadays available. If this does not help, see a doctor. They are going to given for here acne formation. Okay, the facial and the face will be appear for some redness. Okay, usually red pimple will be appear. So what is red pimple? Clogged sebum. Okay, because in our skin have a lot of pore, and the sebaceous glands pore. The spore going to block the people causing for here sebum and dirt will be appear. The human skin will be appear red patch or red pimples. Facial hair begins to grow in boys at the onset of puberty. Some boys may wish to grow a mustache. What is enough a mustache? A strip of hair left to grow above the above the upper lips. Okay, upper lips of human body. And what happen? A strip of an hair. Okay, hair will be happening some growth is called a mustache. While a mustache or a beard. What's the meaning of a beard? A growth of, yes, a growth of hair on the chin and the lower cheek of an human male. That comes under beard. Okay, so mustache and beard will be developed in the fen during puberty. Okay, while others prefer to be clean shaven, use a clean and sharp blades in your razor and use a shaving cream or gel to avoid nicks and cuts while shaving. Then menstruation can be difficult times for many girls. Use a sanitary napkin to soak up menstrual blood. Change the napkin periodically to prevent bacterial growth and foul odor. Hormonal changes during puberty increase the activities of the sweat glands and change the chemical composition of sweat. Bacteria grow in sweat and can produce a foul odor. Take a bath with a mild soap every day to wash off sweat and bacteria that lead to body odor. You can also use a deodorants to prevent underarm odor. Okay, so avoid a kind of an foul odor we are using for some of the products. Wear clean clothes and change your undergarments every day to avoid body odor. Keep your feet clean and wear clean socks. Okay, dirt socks can skin disease and smelly feet. Okay, so whenever we are wearing for your socks and undergarments, want to clean for every day. Otherwise, the people causing for a lot of problem. Then stress management. Adolescents can be under stress due to problem or pressure at school. Okay, because adolescents people going to cause some stress. Okay, they are going to adequate causing for here some stress. So stress management to problem for here adolescents or pressure at school, problem with the friends and concern over their bodies, negative feelings about themselves or problem at home. Okay, because in adolescence, age of an adolescence, people of an adolescence face a lot of problem. What are the problem? Stress problem. Okay, problem for here pressure at school, problem with the friends, concern over their body, negative feeling about themselves or problem at a home. The human boy responds to stress by activating this sympathetic nervous system, releasing specific hormones such as for adrenaline. Okay, so the human boy respond to stress. The human people going to happening for any stress by activating the sympathetic nervous system, release more amount of an adrenaline. Prolonged stress can cause health problems such as for hypertension, indigestion, headache, and insomnia. Sleeplessness are called insomnia. Okay, insomnia problem because prolonged stress of those people, they are not going to sleep. It's a sleeplessness are called insomnia. Headache, indigestion, hypertension, and other health problem will be caused for here prolonged stress. Stress management involve various behavior and technique that help reduce stress. Here are some ways of reduce stress. Eat and sleep at a regular time. Okay, some of the people going to just follow some stress management means avoiding stress. Suppose our body facing any other stress problem, what happen? They are follow some steps to reduce which one stress. Okay, eat and sleep at regular time. Lack of sleep and sleeping at irregular hours can tired us easily. Stop us from concentrating on work and make us feel dull and irritable. Okay, so we are do work for here minimum work but not maximum work. If you are doing for maximum work or overwork, what happen? The people causing for here stress. Eat a balanced diet. We are going to use him for some yoga. Exercise regularly. Adequate exercise is essential for good health. If you play regularly at school, regularly at school or in your neighborhood, you would be getting enough exercise. If you do not, you must choose some other forms of an exercise such as for skipping, running, jogging, cycling or swimming. yoga is a good way. Yoga is a good way to keeping the body fit, but you must learn the proper way of doing it. If regular exercise is a must for good health, so inadequate rest and relaxation activities such as for here playing music instruments, listening to music, painting and reading help us relax. Do not watch television. Yes, do not watch television for too long time or spend too much time on the internet. And write down the things that are bothering you and talk to your friends or family members. Expressing your joy, sorrows or anger can help reduce stress. Okay, so these people supposed to facing lot of stress, note it and just discuss about, will be just can talk about for our friends and again your family members. Okay, then you if you have a pet, spend time with it. Okay, then learn ways to relax your body and mind through breathing exercise, muscle relaxation exercise, yoga and meditation going to do, and going to avoid kinds of stress. If you are feeling overwhelmed by a particular task, breaking it up into a small achievable task may help to cope with the problem. Then think positively about yourselves. Okay, so that's all today, this lesson. I hope all are understood this topic of you. If you have any doubts, please phone to and discuss. Thank you.